Can you tell me the question?
Nah, I got it. I didn't know you could put your ass in. No, anatomically speak, I mean.
What's the question?
Like your left and your right. How would you?
You should know the question I was thinking of before you thought of the question I was thinking of before I thought it.
Bro, we made eye contact when I asked the question.
Tell me the question.
I was like, hey, Christian.
Tell me
He said, how was I supposed to know it was for me? My bad.
Tell me the question. One more game.
Are you in the service industry? Bartender, server, stripper, cook? Welcome home. Welcome home. This is In the Biz. We keep the world moving, and nobody knows us like us. This show is about sharing our experiences and teaching people about the ins and outs of the service industry, helping people navigate it to make some extra cash. Along the way, we'll interview the best in the biz. Welcome to In the Biz. Now, here are your hosts, Tany Mujikwa, Christian, Noris, and Anthony.
That was so delayed. Oh my gosh, you guys distracted me. Welcome to the In the Biz podcast,
Where we love to teach newbies
And still game from all the OGs.
in this wacky world we call In the Biz. This week's episode is about. Can we start over, guys?
No.
Why?
Keep going. No, keep it running. It's going regardless. You're here.
Tell your aunties, uncles, roaches, cows.
You better ride it.
What up, guys?
All right, just in case you may not have caught any of that, this is the In the Biz podcast. We welcome every single one of you. If you're watching on YouTube, what's going on? This on Apple Music, what's happening? I promise you, it couldn't have looked any worse than it sounded if you were listening to it. So,
tell your rodents.
I guess first question would be, how's everyone doing today besides Anthony?
Tell them ants on your fucking pizza. Tell everyone.
I'm doing wonderful,
Hey,
Tany.
fact check. Do you know ants really taste like apples?
Yes, and now when
Why?
I see bacon at work, I always think about how that tastes like a worm.
Yeah, bacon tastes like worms.
After he said that fact, I'm like, that's crazy. You
I
guys
said this already.
Yeah.
I'm repeating myself. Carry on.
No, but it's still relevant.
Okay.
The food aspect, right?
Yes,
What were we talking about?
because we're talking about In the Biz, and that's a biz. I get what you're doing with that. All right, I get it. Anthony, how was your week, sir?
Yo, don't ever
Ayo.
fucking do drugs or get drunk.
Nice,
Yeah.
What kind of drugs
nice.
don't you do?
Huh?
What kind of drugs should you not do?
Or did you all like? I'm sorry.
Just the caffeine and the morphine.
Caffeine and morphine.
Caffeine and morphine, those are pretty bad mixes.
That is a weird mix.
No, you know what?
That's
I'm
like taking a Percocet and
I'm
meth.
like, yeah. they all set. I was like,
Oh gosh.
they all
Nah.
set. Yeah.
But no, I need to go on a break. I've been drinking too much.
Oh, okay,
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
fair enough.
It's like my third week too.
Damn.
Of just straight drinking.
Are you like
every day.
stressed or are you happy?
Right. It's creating stress.
You said right.
I was like, all of the above. See, I got you.
All of it.
I got you.
Both.
Do you want apples, bananas, pears?
Cares.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that. I was like, okay. Christian, how was your week? I'm sure it's
my
not
week
as
was-
eventful.
Nah. Honestly, no. But we went. I was out with Anthony one day out of the week. We went to some overpriced ass taco fucking bar.
Bro, that taco was like this, bro.
Dude, they had
I got
each
your
taco
ass.
was
I got your ass.
no,
You got
each-
everybody that's watching, fool.
the drinks were in Plantation. Let me remind you, Plantation isn't like the bougie.
It is a city, right? You got to
No,
specify
it's
for
the-
people that don't know what a plantation is.
So
But
if
you're not talking about like the slave plantation.
Yeah, we just want to clarify.
Where is
I don't know.
where's the LA Stadium located?
What do you mean?
What's the name of the city?
Inglewood?
Wait, which stadium?
Inglewood. So Inglewood is like the Plantation of Miami. So it's like really like it's like very.
Wait,
middle
Inglewood is
class.
fancy?
No,
Bro,
it's-
Inglewood, you will get shot in Inglewood. What you thought this was?
Plantation?
Yeah,
Plantation's not even in Miami.
Nice. Yeah.
Whatever. Long story short, a
This
bougie
man's
restaurant.
geographical. Okay, all right.
A bougie restaurant does not belong. Long story short, the drinks for $15 each. Who the fuck? And then the tacos, each individual taco was $6 each. So it was $6 each. So I don't know who the fuck they thought they was putting an expensive restaurant in the middle of like middle class.
Well, actually, it's a boardwalk. So they have like other restaurants and other.
They could have been a crosswalk. I don't give a fuck.
That was funny.
That was actually pretty funny. That was fun. The story made no sense, but the last part was really funny. Yeah, you tied it all together. I don't know how you did that, but you put the rug together, as they say. All right. So today's episode, we're talking about favoritism, right?
Hey, bro.
Does favoritism exist where you
3,000.
currently work?
Always,
3,000%.
Tany, I don't like how you
Yes.
showing favoritism to Noris.
Nah, because she's talking. You delayed the intro by like 30 seconds.
I looked at the clock too.
I was like, are we on? Are we?
No, that was actually 20 seconds.
Okay.
So,
So does favoritism exist at work?
I sure did. Nah, bro.
No.
Was that to favoritism or?
Wait,
All right, cool.
What was the
Noris, does favoritism exist where you currently work?
Yes, it does. It does definitely exist. I think that's why they have that. Like in some establishments, I guess you can't work with a family member or like a spouse, like somebody that you know you're in a relationship with. Like I know in our nighttime job, like if you're married or if you're in a relationship with somebody in that establishment, especially as a manager, you can't work under the same. Yeah, like
That makes sense.
so. Yeah, because things like favoritism do happen. Like if you have that,
It's called a conflict of interest.
Ooh,
Yeah.
big words.
That was two big words.
look, he's
That
on
was
a roll.
he's like
He's on a roll.
acknowledge.
This is like
Fact
the
check.
100th
check.
time he's fun facted. What is it?
Fun facted. Yeah,
Fun
you got it.
facted us.
It's like he's a dictionary.
Yeah, no,
or an
he's like
encyclopedia.
yeah, he's like a walking.
What's a really old book?
He's a walking
I'm just gonna start
Siri.
shutting the fuck up and let you guys just
No,
let you guys
I
just
like it.
Let me
I like
let you
it.
sound ignorant. Fine,
You know what I'm saying?
fine. Yeah, that
I
happened.
got my life under control.
Yeah, Christopher Columbus was here in 2000. I'm sorry.
Yo, my iPhone is broke. Can I go to you?
I don't know. Can you?
Oh, he's supposed to say "may you." See, he was showing favoritism towards people that know how to use proper grammar. So, damn, I
Why
started.
y'all
That was
looking at?
terrible.
What did I say?
No, it was good. It was good.
Y'all looked at me.
Everyone got butthurt a little
mushroom
bit.
growing
So
out of my nose.
confused. What was the
Like
question?
2 mushrooms.
Oh no.
Wait, what happened?
I don't even want to talk anymore.
He's like, I'm done.
No, but yes, favoritism does happen.
All right, let me ask you this. Let me ask you a more simple question, because clearly,
That was a
not to say that you were high or not high, but let me ask a more simple question for you, Anthony. Okay?
I'm listening.
What is the most common way people show favoritism?
Bruh, yo, like,
Don't cry about it. Just,
Sections.
yo, you my dog, bruh. You my dog, bruh. Like, yo, what's good? You like something to drink?
oh, that was favoritism. I get it. I see what he did. There was a
Like how
live.
Christian showed favoritism to that Casamigos bottle.
Yes, he did. Yes.
I said, yo.
Yes, absolutely. It favored his glass. Noris, what are some common ways that people show favoritism at work?
I feel like by
Running people's food.
sections, yeah, running people's foods, seating as well.
Let me tell you the number one way. Scheduling. That is the
Yeah.
number one way you can show favoritism.
I mean, I work every day.
Yeah, but you're just like, but what I'm saying is, like if
Favoritism.
so we're in a restaurant that gives servers, not only do you sign up for being a server, you sign up for being a host, and
I'm not a host.
Unfortunately now,
I know you're enjoying watching Christian and Anthony go at it, but I'm just a little upset right now. Look, I don't mean to complain, but the entree I ordered never came with the kids' drink. I can't use this damn coupon that only expired a few months ago. And to make matters worse, my Long Island iced tea with no ice came out half full. Speaking of great deals and deep discounts, you should consider joining the In the Biz sponsorship team. For a limited time, they'll be accepting applications, so you better get it while the getting's good. Excuse me for a moment, folks. Can't wait to see what they're taking off this bill. Excuse me. Excuse me, miss.
With you guys over there, people would complain like, how come he gets that and that and that? right? I'm listening to it as a server from the side. In my head, I'm thinking,
Why does he get
first of
8
all,
tables and
you're
I
not
get-
as good. Second of all, you don't care. Third of all, you don't do anything. And you're still upset that you're not having the same amount that the other person has.
But he don't do anything.
So,
Wait,
I didn't say he or her. Why you can, don't get in your feelings. Don't get in your feelings. But he didn't do it.
Let me ask you a question. Was there a rubric on which they were like?
One more time.
Was there a rubric on which they were based on? Like,
Well, I'm sure it wasn't like a chart system, but
that's what I'm
it's
saying.
more so.
No. Because you can't just be on some opinionated ass bullshit. You know what I mean?
No.
It has to be like there's like a way of measuring whether or not.
There is no way you can measure, especially in the restaurant industry. How on earth can you find a metric to measure someone's performance? Like just scale everything 1 through 10. Got to the table fast. 8. Ate the food. I mean, like,
Then
how
that's
do you?
just biased because you're not always going to be
It is
behind
biased. I
yourself.
never said it wasn't.
But it wouldn't
But
be
it's
fair.
biased
then.
for the right.
Yes.
It's biased for the right reasons.
He's favoritism. He's favoriting.
He's showing favoritism. I got you, bro.
Start that over.
He's
Start that
over.
favoriting. He's
Slow down.
favoriting. He's favoriting favoritism.
Favoring would be the word.
Favoring favoritism, but he's
That's
not.
Wait,
like
what?
Like it.
One more time.
That's like
Let's give him a redo, guys. Wait, give him a quick second. Give him a
he's
quick.
playing,
All right,
he's
now
playing
go ahead.
devil's advocate for
Okay, go ahead.
favoritism.
Yes, that was good.
But that was a shitty way of showing it.
I didn't give an example.
You did.
What did I say?
You said someone's being better than someone else.
Well, it wasn't the direct example. I'm just saying, like, how you would do it.
So then give me an example.
For example, right? I have 3 servers that work for me, right? One shows up 10 minutes before their shift.
Yeah,
One
that's-
shows up 5 minutes after the shift. Other 10 minutes
me.
always has something going on.
That's
cool,
me.
right? One has less guest complaints. The other average. The other
But
just
then you have
I
a
get at
rubric.
least 2 a day.
But then you have a rubric.
Right?
But you got
If I ever need a table picked up, this one over here is a little better at picking it up and still being consistent with the rest of the tables. This one, not so much. Why on earth would I treat both of them the same when I'm making the schedule?
Affirmative action. That's why.
Well,
I'm gonna mute his mic.
Is that not true?
No.
and we mute him for a minute.
Has nothing to do with affirmative action.
Say how.
Say how.
He's not even talking to the microphone. You gotta talk to the microphone.
So what you
Mike,
what you
that's
what
just
you
muted.
want is affirmative action.
Yes.
You wanna not do the work and get treated the same as somebody that did?
That's exactly. Yes, that was correct.
That's different. No.
He's like, what did I sign up for?
No. That's just.
You know what affirmative action
Where's
is?
my snare?
You know what affirmative action is?
It's when you don't give someone the job because of the color of their skin. But
Oh boy. All right. So that's not. Anthony, do you think favoritism is a bad thing as a manager?
Yes, especially if
Why?
Well,
I gave the reason why I 1,000% as a manager showed favoritism. Why do you think it's bad?
well, I mean, you allow the other person to get away with a lot more than the other person.
Okay.
So like, like with voids or like with, I mean, some managers aren't strict in that nature, but
You think it's wrong then? Interesting.
I just think it's wrong. I mean, it can get away with your judgment, you know, especially when like writing them up or like, taking away days or, stuff.
Since I am playing devil's advocate, I'm going to use an example you understand because you like football, right? If I have a wide receiver, right?
All right.
I'm the
All right, so
Raiders.
I got
I'm so
T.O.
sorry,
I got
Brandon.
T.O.
I am so sorry.
I got T.O.
All right, I got a wide receiver. He's a diva, but he's a great player, Antonio Brown, right?
Why
Great.
you so sorry to me? I don't give a
You're a
shit
Raider
about
fan, so I just had to do it. But what I'm saying is, why? Number one, he does not have the best character before he went to your team, but
to the
you
Patriots.
tolerated it. Why? Because he's producing. He has a longer tolerance. Now, someone else that's
Bill
your
Belichick-
fourth receiver.
Bill Belichick has something else to say.
Well, yeah, he also had other receivers. What I'm saying is, your fourth receiver, though, if he messes up, he's done. Antonio Brown had more tolerance because he's producing a lot more than that fourth receiver. Does that make sense? So
Okay,
in
Juju
life, and not just the NFL, let me help you out here. Let me break it down. Let me make it easy for
Okay,
you.
Juju Smith.
You got a little confused there. Okay.
I didn't.
The more you produce, the more tolerance in any industry people will have for you.
Right.
The less you produce, the less tolerance. So if I hired you and you ain't doing anything but on your phone, it's easy to fire you.
Like if I'm gonna have Lil Wayne versus Lil Baby, like Lil Wayne gonna sell more records.
Huh? Okay. What do you say about favoritism, Noris?
I say it depends on.
Do you think there's every situation where it's good?
I think more of it depends on the extent they take it
both of
to.
y'all.
Yeah, give him 2 minutes. Go ahead, Noris. You're on.
Like,
Wait, what were you thinking when you said Lil Wayne, Lil Baby though? I didn't get
as if I was like there.
Should we put it back on? Go ahead and let him explain for like 10 seconds. Please make it make sense.
It was like,
explain this.
all right, I'm just saying, like, as if like I was like
Their
Birdman,
label, their label.
Yeah, their label, bro. And I'm like,
Go ahead and mute
like,
it back. I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. I'm so sorry, Noris. Go ahead. So, is there ever a situation where... actually, not even that. Is favoritism always a bad thing? I guess would be the best way to ask that question.
It depends more on the way they're showing it.
I feel like that was like a very yes or no question.
Yeah.
Is favoritism always a bad thing?
It depends
It's
on the
not
hit you
always a
took.
bad thing because you
Okay.
could, like, I understand your point of view of like having a good worker. You obviously, you know, like, I got you, like, keep working for me, like, you know, you're working well or whatever.
Yeah.
But it could also be wrong in the sense that they might just be giving favoritism who doesn't show that work ethic, who, like, you know, works bad and like. And
I
they
see what
get
you're
that
saying. So
type of
giving
thing.
favoritism to people for the wrong reasons is
Yeah,
what
exactly.
you're... Okay,
Like,
but
there's
it can
some
go
things-
positive in the
Yeah,
positive
that's what I'm
sense,
saying.
right?
It
If you're
depends.
fucking the manager or something.
Exactly.
Right, that helps,
Yeah,
it helps,
like
it
that
helps.
as well. Or
Yeah.
even the cooks or something.
I believe no one heard you. Is he back on? Can we let him back on?
You got about
Christian can come back
about
on.
3 seconds.
All right, cool.
Alright.
Christian come back on, and I think needs another minute.
Here we go.
Yeah.
No, they're good. They're both good.
Yes, you
Okay.
should always fuck the manager.
He's going back on.
And he's back. Anything you want to follow up with it?
I mean, you know, it's always gonna come in, like Brandon said, like in a conflict of interest. Like the fucking manager is fucking the fucking.
Oh, you're on that one. Okay, that's
the
cool. That's
third
cool.
string server. Like she's gonna get 5 shifts, like easily, bro.
I like it.
Even
You
though
got
she's
the reference now. I'll
Yeah,
take it.
even
Can you
though
get a round of
she's
applause? He gets it now. He got it. He got what I was trying to tell him. He's like, that's what he
even if
means.
She fucking sucks, bro. Like,
You
you
said
know, he got a fucking
third
schedule. And he
string
like, damn, like I don't fucking like her ass working, but fuck.
She give that
sucked my
good
dick.
dog.
She gave
Yeah.
Oh shit. You're
Okay.
funny as fuck. But anyway, like I'm gonna give your ass 5 service shifts.
All right, let me ask you. Let me flip
I
it.
might get for 2 service shifts. Whoa.
Oh no!
Whoa.
Damn.
No, I'm
Damn.
kidding.
Noris,
I know
we're gonna put
he's
you in
joking.
overtime. You're good.
I know he's joking.
Actually, what's funny that he actually
Just stop
said.
talking. Just stop talking.
No,
It's
I know
funny that he said he's
joking.
giving you no shifts because he hasn't been saying much today. You've been working overtime, so it's literally kind of like flipped right now. All right, let me ask you this: is it always intentional or is it subconscious?
I'm gonna mute you.
Depends.
Yeah, thank you.
It just depends.
What do you mean? Like,
Like-
do you think it's? I guess better question. Do you think it's ever subconscious? Like they're not thinking that they're showing favoritism, but they're actually doing it, not intentional.
Right, Ricky York, like he doesn't run his food, but you know, we're still gonna schedule him 4 days a week. You know, serving. He's part of First Watch. He's First Watch
You
history.
could also do
Oh,
it because
they
you know
said the
it's
name of the
maybe
place twice.
right
Okay.
thing to do.
I
in
said
that case.
Bird Watch
Yeah,
history, bro.
yeah.
Like
What?
we don't.
Who the
Yeah,
hell would name something?
yeah. Instead
Bird
of
Box?
fucking SpongeBob getting like Employee of the Month,
Bird
Squidward
Box.
gets his shit fucking once a month.
I feel like this is the third SpongeBob reference you've used this month.
I mean,
You've been watching a lot of
I've been
SpongeBob.
watching a lot of crap.
Mr. Krabs.
Oh boy.
Shows
Krabs.
favoritism to SpongeBob, even though he's like, oh, "I'll fire you."
Wait, ain't he like the only person that works
You didn't
there?
watch it.
How many people work at the Krabby Patty?
My daughter.
Like at least 10, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a different cashier every like fucking week.
All right, you can put Christian back on. Christian, is it always intentional to show favoritism?
Yes. Intentional, yes.
Why do you say that?
I finished my
Because
drink.
it's obviously like you're doing it consciously. Like it's not like, oh, I'm doing some random ass shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well, at Snapple, they teach you about the unconscious
Snapples.
and conscious bias.
Ooh.
And,
Tell him about it. Where did Brandon go?
All right,
Tell us about this unconscious bias.
no,
me
like,
versus
okay, it's
Tany
just-
walking into Snapple, right?
Huh?
Like me versus Tany walking into Snapple. You're gonna sell more to Tany, right? Than you're
What?
gonna sell to
I'm
me.
not talking to neither one of y'all.
Oh,
That's fair.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work like that.
It's just because you're black.
No, it's just okay. The unconscious bias is just like, okay. Like there was a like there was a-
Because
there was
you're
a, there,
black,
no,
you're
there was
broke.
a okay. There was a riddle. Okay, and,
I wasn't trying to
I
get
might butcher this, right? A father and a son was a father and a son was in a car, got into an accident. The son was rushed to the hospital, right? Okay. The son got to the hospital, and then the surgeon came in. Oh my God, that's my son. Who was the doctor?
The son.
Yeah.
1000%.
No, who's the doctor?
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant like that.
What?
You said who's the doctor?
The dad.
Or
no.
the doctor.
See, that
The
now.
surgeon.
No. See, now when Christian answered,
Because he answered in a way of care. But
No. That's that's
No, go ahead and finish
unconscious
the answer. Go
bias,
ahead.
right?
Oh.
Christian said the doctor who walked into the operating room to give surgery to the kid said that was that's the dad. That's the mom.
Ah, that was good. I like that.
Unconscious bias. Because of your unconscious bias, right? You automatically
Assumed it was the guy.
that the surgeon was the guy. You understand what I'm saying?
I like that. That was good.
So that's unconscious bias right there. So that's what you have to be aware of. Now that goes into sexism and all that type of shit. So just be aware of that type of shit.
Well, the fact that you actually said that means that it's possible that favoritism can be like you're unaware of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like I said, using my example as a manager, sure, a lot of it was on purpose, conscious. But there's sometimes I would show a little favoritism without even noticing to someone maybe working a little harder or doing a little more. You know what I mean?
Because you know you're doing conscious.
Well, the thing is, you notice the people that don't do that much work are usually the people that kind of complain the most about it. You know, just saying.
like-
So
But
it might be.
then you're conscious of it then.
No, not me. I'm the manager.
I'm saying exactly.
No, I'm talking about you as the server, for example. Does this make sense?
No.
It's like I lost you.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Say it
right.
again. Say it again. Say it to my face. To my face.
Okay, let me ask you guys this.
That Casamigos kicking in, boy.
I was like, wait, what? I didn't even know we were having the same conversation. He's like, no, for real. Like, for real. What do you think? I'm like, no, I asked you the question.
Kicking in like a motherfucker on this thing.
Dude.
Bro, I drink a full cup of that shit.
Damn, we didn't even call it a glass anymore. We call it a
full cup. red.
All right, so clearly Noris, Anthony, well, actually, no, Noris was different. Anthony and Christian said that it's always wrong, right, to have a bias. Yes. Do you think parents, for example, have a favorite child?
Yes.
So why is that a thing? All right, do you think they do it intentionally?
No.
No,
So why is that okay and a manager can't subconsciously or unconsciously
Because
have favoritism? What's the difference?
Well, it's in a different environment.
I think it'd be more fucked up to have a favorite child than to have a favorite.
Yeah. So you normalize that, but you completely dismissed having a favorite server. How do you make that make sense?
Every household.
Okay.
I need my drink.
And how about you, Anthony? Yeah, I would probably switch those two. How about you?
What?
Same thought? Damn. Okay.
They were talking,
bro.
There was silence for like 20 seconds.
It was silent for like 20 seconds.
I'm never bringing Casamigos.
Nah, bro. This is what happens.
This is when everybody start acting silly.
I remember my first beer, bro.
No, what? Say the question. Please say the question. No. Stop doing this.
Please keep all this footage.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Because we go on a tangent. We go on a tangent.
There was no tangent. It was a straightforward question.
So what do you think
So
about
what do you think?
After we
I just fucking talked 5 fucking minutes of some bullshit of my ass and my fucking ass. Can you tell me the question?
Nah, I get it. I didn't know you could put your ass in. No, anatomically speak, I mean.
What's the question?
Like your left and your right. How would you?
You should know the question I was thinking of before you thought of the question I was thinking of before I thought it.
Bro, we made eye contact when I asked the question.
Tell me the question.
I was like, hey, Christian.
Tell me
He
the
said, how was I supposed to know it was for me? My bad.
Tell me the question. One more game.
Oh my gosh. All right, we're flipping it. Nah, I can't do it. Nope, I'm done. We're moving on. We're moving on.
That was funny.
You don't even remember the question, do you? Without even looking. We were talking about parents, right? And we were talking about managers at work.
But you saw how we went on a tangent.
There was no tangent. Was there a tangent? Am I crazy?
Was there a cosine?
My gosh. Don't do it. That's a math joke, guys. That's a math joke.
He fucking
What question were we on?
Don't look at my cheat sheet.
I gotta see it.
All right, guys. Let me ask you this then. I'm going to flip the question for Anthony to keep him engaged over here, squirrel. Are there any benefits to kissing ass? to your managers?
Hell to the yes.
All right, explain.
Fuck.
Explain.
Like shit, like like Miguel D. Oh fuck, I fucking name drop. Brian, Mr. Brian, sir, are you okay? Would you like something to drink? You guys are good in the kitchen, okay?
All right. If you could just mute his mic for 2 minutes for me, please. 2 minutes, mic mute. That'd be
He
great.
might give me former chefs.
Perfect. Thank you. Noris, are there any benefits to kissing ass?
All right. I'm vibing, bro. I'm vibing.
No, we got you.
We can't hear you, bro. We can't hear you.
Hell yeah, like, because some managers will definitely, I've literally seen, like,
Have you done it?
yeah.
All the time?
I'll be like, hey, so.
Have you flirted? Have you flirted for better shifts?
Ew.
No. No.
Ew.
I have.
Flirted?
What?
No.
Well,
I don't think I can fake flirt.
Let me work that
though.
double. Yeah.
How much are you taking in the ass, dog?
All day. During the shift. Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Oh,
That's the
why
possible
you
moment. Nobody even caught that.
Bro, I'm not. I know,
You're
but
not in it.
y'all be cutting me
No
off.
one can hear him on the microphone.
Go ahead.
No, he's still on punishment. No, that didn't make no sense.
Can't go outside.
Yeah, bro. No, you gotta stay us in. How about you, Christian? Same question, if you remember it. He doesn't remember it. All right.
Wait, then you gotta. The shittiest part is because you just said it too.
I know. I was like, I know you don't
That's
remember
the
it.
shittiest part. Because now I get home, gonna fuck.
Damn. No, keep it rolling. Please keep it rolling. No.
Benefits kissing ass. All right. No, yes, you do have.
He said no and yes.
Have you kissed ass?
Literally, I've been the quote unquote snitch before. Why does XYZ get more shifts than me when that was a rap? But no, it wasn't. But why does
it the first time?
So long story short, I was like,
You should hit your bing bong
I went
on
to the
for free
GM.
there.
I went to the
Bing bong.
I went to the GM. Went to the DM. I went to the
AM and the PM.
You give me a Noris mic.
Noris gets points for that.
Are we giving her points for that? I felt the opposite.
All right,
That was a rap.
You know what? The only reason she gets points is because he actually thought about it. He thought about it.
Hurricane Noris. There we go.
Long story short, I went to the higher ups. I was like, yo, why does XYZ get this many shifts? Why do I get this many shifts? And why are they this? Why are they that? Whatever. But in the end, they still favorited the whoever I was talking about because say whatever the fuck it was.
You
But
have
like,
to do a little bit more than kiss and ass.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
I
Kiss
guess.
yes.
But it was still the fact that we were still on the same level, and they still demeaned me. You know what I mean? Like it was like.
Yeah, like.
Well, let me ask you guys this: how is it any different, right, than regular life? Because, for example, how does one person get a high interest rate on their credit card and the other person low?
Oh, you're talking about.
No, I'm saying what makes it different
versus the.
Yeah, what's the difference? What is the difference?
What?
Actually, take that for an example. What's the difference? Why does one person get and the other person doesn't?
Credit?
The credit score. But listen.
Credit score. What is the credit score?
But shut up.
It's your reputation.
Because one is opinion.
So you probably had a reputation of whatever it was.
Shut the fuck
You're like,
up.
oh damn, he's back to complain again. What's wrong now?
Because one is.
No. I'm sorry.
Say it in the mic. No.
That's a pause, right? That's a pause. I can say pause. He said say it to the mic.
No.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Pause.
30 seconds. You have to shut the fuck up.
You're the only. Me and you are the only ones that have not been muted.
All right,
That
so
is true.
mute him for 30
Say it
seconds.
to the mic. Okay. All right.
Exactly.
A and B. I'm
That's
tempted
bored.
right now.
I am really.
Do it. Retract. You get a chance.
You can't go. I'm
Hey,
sorry,
why you get a chance? Reputation.
Favoritism.
Credit.
Can you get a round of applause, please?
Favoritism.
Yes. Damn, that was really good. I did not see that come. Wow.
Oh man.
I stopped myself from saying that.
Now you're muted.
Yes. No, I'm not. My credit score high.
What I'm saying is
That's why.
A
See?
credit score can be
I'm listening.
credit score can be. It's a rubric, like it's a fair rubric on.
Right.
Oh, if you don't pay this bill on time, oh your shit's dropping. But opinions on the other hand, where are you going?
I'm here. Don't get paranoid.
Opinions on the other hand, like they're subjective. So whether or not
Like,
one person sees you as
the credit score doesn't see my race, religion, or anything like that.
well, yes,
It does, but Like,
no. What I'm saying is the manager sees that.
Okay.
But the credit score definitely does not see that.
Does not see that.
And that is why
What are you saying?
I'm saying
Oh my gosh.
it can be biased based on behavior. It can be race. It could be ethnicity. It can be whatever the fuck.
I'm agreeing with you. I guess the point that's confusing the hell out of me that you guys aren't making is you guys are saying that it's always wrong.
Because
what I'm saying
they don't
is-
understand what bias means.
Yes.
It is.
Showing bias is always wrong.
Yes. Because you're literally going off the percentage that isn't.
No.
You know what I mean?
All right. Got a fact check.
Okay.
Having a bias is not always wrong. I have a bias. I stay away from the Everglades more than I do the beach because I know alligators hang out there a little bit more, so I'm biased. But I prefer the beach.
That's still wrong. The Everglades can be fun as fuck.
You're right, but I'm not willing to take that chance.
But there's
Okay,
it's
so
based
look,
on
this is bias. Prejudice in favor of or against one thing, person, or group compared with another, usually in a way considering to be unfair.
Thank you. Thank
Usually. It said usually.
Thank you.
It did say usually.
you. But you're literally basing it off percentage or likelihood.
Sorry, he keeps getting
You're
away with my
literally-
microphone.
You're literally basing it off percentage of likelihood and preconceptions. You know what I mean?
Yes. Well, not even just preconception. I keep using the example. If one person's better than the other, I'm going to treat the person performing better.
But you're basing that off of a bias or someone could listen.
I'm basing it off my perception of what I see, right?
Can I give you an example?
Yes.
So someone could take 3 tables, right, in the restaurant business,
Right.
and all those tables could get 5 out of 10s, right?
Correct.
But someone else could take those 5 tables and get the highest in sales off of those tables, right?
Absolutely.
Right? But you're gonna show more bias towards whoever gives the best reviews or whoever has. Which one are you gonna give? Which one are you give a better review? Like, who are you gonna?
The bottom line is going to be sales.
Who are you gonna have the better perception of? The person that gets the highest reviews or the highest sales?
Okay, I'll answer the question.
Answer the
I'll
question.
Answer. I want to.
Sales because
I would love to. I would love to.
Answer.
Okay.
Sorry.
Every manager is different, right?
That's exactly what I'm.
Whoever's giving the best to the people coming in, and I'm going to bring them back. Yeah, I'm gonna have more favoritism there because they're gonna make me more money at the end of the day, right? But my point is not that there's not wrong or right situations. My point is you guys are very extreme to one direction.
Okay.
It's never fair. It's never fair. Truth is, it's both ways. Nothing in life is ever black and white. There's a bunch of gray. We live in the gray. So when you go black and white, it should never be biased. You should always treat people like this. That's dangerous. And kind of naive.
Same way through the interview process.
No, I don't treat everyone the same. You come in early? Okay, I like that. You come in late? I promise I won't treat you the same. I promise. You come in, ask for an application without a pen? I promise I'll treat you different than the person that comes in with the pen. I'll be biased.
That's not biased because that's not unfair.
Bro,
that's a fair assessment of whatever's going on.
But the problem is
bias would mean it would make it unfair if they both came in with a pen and you said, well, he has yellow shoes on, so he's out.
You're almost right. The only thing that throws it off is the term fair and unfair are subjective. So it comes up to the person's perception. Yeah. What I think is fair might not be what you think is fair. What you think is fair might not be what I think is fair. Yeah. So it comes down to the individual person's experience. Don't get me wrong.
Right in that case. Come on,
exactly.
No,
you're right.
There's right and then there's wrong. That's why the word bias is most like.
Let me ask you this:
if you have a biased opinion.
Let me ask you this, and it's very extreme. Did Hitler think he was doing anything wrong?
That's a subjective opinion, not a biased opinion.
Did Hitler think he was doing anything wrong?
Yes. In his subconscious.
I'll ask the question again. Did Hitler think? Listen to my question. Think about it. Think before you talk. I want you to think. Think before you talk. Listen. Think before you talk. Did Hitler think he was doing anything wrong?
No, but the problem is
no, he did not think he was doing.
I like your answer. Why? Explain. I get your point. Hold that thought.
He's killing lives, but I mean,
you didn't hear my question. That's why I said think. Ready?
Yeah.
Did Hitler think back then that he was doing anything wrong?
No, not in that age group. I mean, not in that century.
What do you say?
In this century,
are you here right now?
That's
Most
no.
definitely.
I'm just thinking about.
I'm not telling you guys to give an opinion on it.
He's
Obviously,
right.
I'm
He
pretty sure
probably
that we
did
all
in
feel
that
the same
time.
way about it. But he he did. He made one of the biggest movements ever, convinced a lot of people of his way of thinking, and 100% he didn't think he was wrong. He just felt that way about it, right? So to be able to say
Democrat versus a Republican. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a less thing.
Comparable.
So my point is, everyone has different perceptions. I could look at that right there and see it as orange. Timmy could look at that and say that's green. I can't say.
Look.
Why?
Shut the fuck up. No, shut the fuck up.
Because people see. Okay, go ahead.
Shut the fuck up. Because literally, any amount of bias is wrong.
No.
Any amount.
No.
Yes.
It's not.
How you gonna tell me?
Yeah.
Any amount of bias is wrong.
You said usually.
Bias is associated with the word prejudice.
Usually.
And it's giving.
Guys,
fuck
the
you.
problem. No.
Now we're arguing semantics.
The only problem. I'm telling you.
I like this because
It did say
this is how me
usually,
and my
though.
friends back in LA argue.
Then that's what I'm saying is you guys are in the extreme. I'm not saying I agree
We're
either
not
way.
in the extreme.
You just said
general.
No, you said
General.
bias no matter what is wrong. And I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? Does that make sense?
Tany, literally any amount of bias is wrong. Period.
No, I disagree.
Well, okay, all right. Let's.
Are we allowed to disagree?
All right, so
Are we not
I'm
allowed to
working 2
disagree?
days. He's working 2 days.
You're giving me an example where I'm going to agree with you. What I'm saying is it's not 100% I'll agree with you. There might be a situation where I don't agree with you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I promise you, whatever example you're going to have.
What are
80,
some
20
examples
version?
though? Like, because I just want to know what are some.
Bias?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 kids come in, I don't know, 1 tops each, right? One is just, as he walks to the table and sits down. The other one's, da 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 da.
You have more bias.
In
towards
my
the one
head,
that
who do I
smiles.
think is going to be a more pleasant experience?
The smile.
I was biased.
Yeah.
I assumed, because he was happier when he walked in,
But I'm
I
saying-
assumed I'm going to have a better experience. Was that wrong?
I feel like each time you do that shit, it's still wrong.
It is.
Guys, we have bias with everything in life.
No,
What you
what you
shouldn't.
have is
in the work environment.
impartiality.
Better.
That's what you have.
You're
It's not-
catching. Okay, now we're getting a little better
You're
here.
getting too descriptive.
No,
You're getting
no,
too
no,
descriptive.
you guys
it's
are
not.
living in
It's not.
extremes.
It's not. Actually, it's not. For the simple fact that, Tany, you're not wrong, but you're just using the wrong word to describe what it actually is, and it's impartiality. Now, impartiality is equal treatment of all rivals and disputants, right?
Ooh, that's good.
So if
That's different than what he's talking about though. He's literally talking about a bias. Like that in itself is straight. Just equal treatment. Period.
No.
He's
Okay,
literally
you know
having
what? You know what,
preconceived-
though?
wanna know,
I think I know what it
he's
is, though.
having
Go ahead.
he's having preconceived notions that X race, Y race, X emotion, Y emotion is getting him this type of service or treatment back. You know what I mean? It's like it's already in his head that we're gonna have a shit time because he's giving me a shit attitude. We're gonna have a good time because
I'm agreeing with you.
So what you need to have is either impartiality or an objective opinion. You know what I mean? But not a biased opinion. Because bias, if you're biased, that means like it's not about the work. It's about whatever you feel.
Or like, yeah,
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah.
You're not thinking about work.
That's
you're thinking
why
about your own feelings.
Yes.
I don't like
That's what-
him.
I'm agreeing
You're taking away the work aspect and saying I don't want him to get more hours because he has dreads.
Like, yeah,
That's
I'm saying,
a
like, me
bias.
and you had a disagreement. You and Christian didn't. Like, you don't really like Christian's work performance, but
Okay.
you like mine. So you give him more fucking shifts. Though.
Correct.
Because
Yes.
he didn't fucking piss you off.
Okay. I'm not disagreeing with any point you
Okay.
guys made. My point is, don't you just wish that you were just as happy as this beautiful couple over here? Let's do what they did. Join our sponsorship team, and together we can make happy happen. Now accepting applications. All right, you know what? I'll use an example. I hate you for using that, but no one knew who it was, so it was perfect. Real quick. I'm gonna call him out on this. I'm gonna call her out on this because she laughed. Who is that?
Me?
Okay. All right. So, all right.
I thought I was because I was laughing.
Can I get a bing bong, please? Bing bong. You know when someone laughs? Because she does that with her tables. Like, she'll laugh at a joke, and I'm like, I know she didn't hear it. She's lying. And I'm like, I'm gonna call her out on it right now because she gave the same laugh. I was like,
No, I do. It's just I can't hear, and sometimes I have something more important to go do, and I'm like, it was funny. And I'm sure it was funny, but like,
I'm sure you killed it. I'm gonna laugh at it later. I'm gonna laugh and think about it. I'm gonna laugh at it later.
I'm gonna hear it again.
I'm gonna laugh one more time. It's gonna stay with me. It's gonna stay with me.
I'll literally be walking back to my table and telling he's like, you know that wasn't funny, and he'll be so loud with him like.
I gotta get my bread.
Like,
no. All I'm saying is, all right, let's agree to disagree. Having a bias, a lot of the times, most of the times, can be wrong, but there are situations where having a bias does work in your favor and helps you out a lot. That's the point I was trying to make.
No, Tany, you don't spread that. You're using the wrong. I'm not gonna let you go with this.
All right, you know what?
I'm not gonna let you go with this, Tany.
In the chat right now, if I'm wrong, just say I'm wrong. I'll take the L.
Come on,
I'll take the L.
Tany,
What was the word that you had? You said, what was the word?
Impartiality or objective opinion.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, we're gonna go with that one. You have to you have to be objective.
All right, let me say this one. If I said I think kids that smoke weed are a little slower than kids that do smoke weed.
That's bias.
Is that bias?
That's very subjective.
But is it bias?
Yes.
Yes.
Would I be accurate?
No.
If we measure everyone, no. See, now I disagree because you guys are going all the way to the extreme. You're committing way too hard. No. That's the point.
No.
I'm not saying every time. Most times, probably not. But to say every time, that's when I'm like, all right, y'all tripping. Does that make sense?
If you smoke crack, that's all you gotta say, dog.
You smoke crack.
Okay, all right. Last bias. This person A smokes crack. Person B doesn't smoke crack. If I assume this one is smarter, was that wrong?
No. Yes. No, it was
Yes,
wrong. It was
it
wrong.
is
It was wrong.
You committed hard.
It was, no. It was wrong. It was biased.
I was biased.
Yes.
But as a business,
you were right.
did I make a better decision?
No, that doesn't mean you're right. I know a lot.
I didn't say I was right.
I know a lot of meth heads
but-
that are actually fucking really smart.
And I agree with you. My point is, though, mathematically speaking, who do I have the better odds with?
I mean, as far as see, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't go back to the word that thing.
This is where the bias helps. Mathematically, I probably have the better odds of the person that's not on meth. You might be right. They might be the next Einstein. But there's a chance.
Look, I'm just gonna.
That's my point.
I'm just gonna say it like this. I don't like the word bias. And maybe that's a bias.
All right,
in itself.
Scoreboard. Word. Call me LeBron.
All right, we're gonna.
All right, guys. All right. We're gonna wrap this up. This has been a heated debate. Real quick, do you guys show favoritism with anything?
You do.
I know I do. I'm asking if you do.
show favoritism to that mic. You never on this mic with this mic.
I've seen what you do to the mics, and I would definitely stay far away from yours.
You guys literally get the same mic every single night.
Absolutely, and that mic has been through it.
Even if you switch seats, we know where you're gonna go.
He's been on this seat for like 3 weeks, and I already feel like terrible. I had to like switch. Never mind. Anyway, do you guys show favoritism
Yes.
at all in your lives?
Yes.
well, if you think about it, we kind of show favoritism to some of our regulars at a work establishment.
Is that okay?
No, wait, hold on. I'm not in this debate of you guys. I always say it depends.
You came to the episode.
She is here. I told y'all she was gonna show up.
No, I was watching you guys do your thing.
but-
Literally, Anthony and I were both watching. Anthony would be having a side convo and be like, yeah, like, and hop in the conversation. But I was just listening on both sides. Like, both of them make sense, though. Like, I understand your point of view and I understand your point of
You
view.
didn't answer the question. Is it wrong that you show favoritism to your regulars?
I don't. It just depends. Like, it depends on how
There's no
you're
wrong or
doing
right
it.
answer. It's your opinion. We want your
That's what
opinion.
I'm saying.
Look,
That's why I'm like, I'm Switzerland, though.
Yeah, if it depends and the answer is no.
That means you're non-committal. You just gotta commit.
Why can't I have both?
Because
That's what I said. Thank you.
No, because we're asking yes
So
or
I
no.
guess I'm on that
In
side.
the work environment,
Yeah.
it is wrong.
We have flexibility on this side. Just so
In
you
the
know.
work environment,
It is wrong. It
No.
is
But
wrong.
like,
No.
Tany makes
No.
a
It's wrong.
point that you might give more, like, not just favoritism,
But it's not
a liking.
biased. So if you're doing it for all the right reasons, the reasons
That's the
are
problem.
You're still fucking
That's
up.
the problem.
You're still
It's
fucking up, but
subjective.
it's a bias at the end of the day.
No,
Like,
it's
still,
not.
Because
Yeah.
you're being subjective according to your experiences
I'm
to say if
confundido.
it's right or wrong. Hitler didn't think he was wrong.
That's not bias.
No, it
He
is.
is. He's biased. Okay, your word applies 1,000%. What was the word again?
Impartiality.
Damn, I can't say it. That's why I had you say it.
It's okay.
Small
Can you
penis
say
syndrome is what he has.
indubitably?
I cannot.
Indubitably.
Double dribble. All right, guys, final thoughts. Let's wrap this up.
Bias is wrong at the end of the day. I do stand on the 3-1 fucking stance.
You know you're gonna have to explain that. No, what's 3-1? What does that mean?
3-1 meaning
when you're playing
Christian
basketball.
And
Yeah. And then we're in a 3.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna let him explain this one.
And majority takes over the minority. So so that's favoritism.
Why'd you say 3-1 though?
Well, it's not even fucking favoritism because 3 is
majority rule.
Yeah, majority rule.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, cool. Brandon with the assist. Basketball reference. I like it. I like it.
What?
He said, "I got you, bro." He's the lob.
Yeah, help my people out. Come on now.
He was even going that direction. He said, "Yeah." When he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. Yeah, take that. Take yeah."
World War One conception.
He was just looking for a lifeline.
What was it called? The fucking
Holocaust.
No.
No.
You said pre-World War One.
Yeah, what is that called? The 3 to 5, and then the southern states and the northern states.
Oh, the I think it was a 3/5 compromise.
There you go.
I don't
There you
know.
go.
I'm not from this
But
hemisphere.
basically, whatever. But bias is always wrong. 3,000%.
3,000, like from Iron Man.
You're right.
Yeah, it's always wrong. You shouldn't have. I mean, no. You should never have a bias. You should never have
biased opinions come from
preconceptions.
prejudice, certain types of prejudice and preconceptions.
Yes, yes. You got me on the last one. Yes, 100%.
And
So
therefore,
you guys let go of your preconceptions and base your judgment objectively, not subjectively.
Okay, let me ask you this: has having a preconception ever helped you out in any situation?
No.
I'm sure it has, but was it right?
but
No.
No, yeah, exactly.
What do you mean, was it right? It may have saved you from whatever.
I made
I
the
think he's
judgment
saying,
because
like,
the judgment.
If I'm driving on the highway, I see a man in his 40s driving. I see a young girl listening to a song, pretty young, just driving, same way. Who am I going to lean towards? I'm going to be like,
That's not the
she
point.
tripping.
That's not the point. Like,
I'm biased because I think she's young and hasn't seen enough of the world. I'm being biased. She might be a better driver than the other guy. I'm being biased.
Right, Tany.
That's like.
How am I wrong?
No, that's like you and Brandon going into the store or into our restaurant, and I offer you guys shrimp and grits. You know what I mean?
We would take two. Take two.
I would definitely take two.
I'd be like, you do have it. Thank you for recommending that.
Fried catfish to go.
I'd be like, thank you for recommending that. My
And
God.
I'm like, we have collard greens, but like
Can I speak to a manager? Your server is really good because he recommended this dish. I don't know how you knew I love it, but man, he made my day. Thank you. And then you made a butt. Yeah, so it can happen. That was a terrible example, right?
This man say,
I'll come to your house and still.
empanadas too? That's what I would ask. Oh, they got shrimp and grits. Do they make empanadas?
And it's funny though. I'm actually laughing because the last time we had an episode about this. Oh no!
Can we just end it?
Nah,
This has been in the biz.
yeah.